Hello, I'm Dr. Linda Mellinger and welcome to class again. During this 15-minute video, I am going to review the summer 2014 course schedule. You all should have a copy of it. So I just want to take a few minutes and go over it. The way the schedule is arranged is I have several columns, the due date, the module, or the chapter that you're going to be reading or the module that you're working on, the assignments that are due, the name of the assignment, a little bit of the task, and then the number of points. So if you look at the first week, we began July 11th, and basically I asked you to do an intro to the in the discussion board and also to do the reading. However, if we look at the discussion, from July 11th to the 13th, that's 3 days, you are to read chapter 2 and then answer the question on discussion number 1. However, that's only for group 1. Okay, so what happens then on the 14th to the 16th, we want what I'm calling group 2, the feedbackers, then to respond to the folks who actually answered the question initially for the discussion. But keep in mind, the feedbackers are only going to respond to one class member, not all the class members. And the reason I'm doing that is because I really want you to give a very good response to the initial question. And if you chose to respond to someone and they did not answer all parts of the question, then you are still required to go ahead and answer the question in response. You might point out that I noticed you did not cover this area, or this wasn't mentioned, or what have you. You can be diplomatic about it. But I want you to go ahead and respond to just one person and answer the entire question. But please keep in mind you are responding to someone who has already posted. And just a note, if you are finding that perhaps people are not responding to your post, maybe you are not answering it completely. So just keep that in mind. But because we have over 10 people in the class, I believe we have 11 people in the class, not everybody is going to have someone responding to them. So please don't feel slighted if someone doesn't respond to you. The first learning module assignment is due on July 19th, and July 19th is a Friday, and most of our assignments, I'm sorry, it's a Saturday, and most of our assignments will be due on a Saturday. I thought I would give you one extra day to do that, and that one here I have the number of points. Then if you notice on the 18th, which is a Friday, we begin discussion 2, and this is the chapter number. Notice the groups are reversed. Then we have group 2 who are the responders, and then group 1 are the feedbackers, and so on and so on. Then for learning module 2, you can see that it is due on the 26th, which is the following Saturday. So I just wanted to point that out to you as far as the way we are working with the calendar, that this is not necessarily in order, because as you notice here, we have the discussion July 11th, then a July 14th and 16th, and we jump to the 19th, but over here we jump back to the 18th. So it's not in perfect order, but I do have all the assignments that are due in order. I'll come down here. There is an assignment that I will describe in another video, and that is going to be the blog entries. That is where you are going to choose a technology, you're going to do some research about it, and during the entire length of the class, you are going to post for posting, not one after the other, but throughout the class of your technology, letting us know what you found, some examples, etc. So it's going to be like a diary. That's what a blog is, a diary. And the entire class is going to be using the blog. And you do not necessarily have to respond, or you can respond with a very short response. This is one where I'm not asking you to definitely respond to 2 or 3 of your classmates. But if you want to make a comment about the technology, hey, that's something that I used and I found it very exciting, then that would be fine. Go ahead and do that. All right. Again, see group members in the Blackboard group section. Make sure you are in one of the groups. If you don't see your name there, please let me know, because we've had some folks who are at it at the last minute, and hopefully we have gotten them into the groups, but again, there may be one or two that may not. And each week the groups will switch the roles. And also, depending, usually the schedule doesn't change, but just to let you know, if it does change, I will let you know. I hope this was helpful. I'll talk to you soon.